From Delaware's most award-winning radio news team, this is WDEL Video News. Here's Chris Carl.
Among Delaware's top stories from Monday, April 9th, the case of a man shot and killed by Wilmington police goes to trial today. And Delaware's National Guard is patrolling the Mexican border. Here are the details. A lawsuit filed by relatives of a man shot to death by Wilmington police in 2003 is scheduled to go to trial today. 35-year-old Harry Smith was fatally shot after he led officers on a 16-block chase in a stolen police cruiser. The incident began when Smith, who was apparently suffering from a mental condition, fled from Wilmington Hospital armed with a scalpel and tried to carjack a man. When police intervened, Smith jumped into the officer's car. Police say the use of deadly force was justified. A 6-month investigation by the city and state attorney general's office cleared the officers involved. Smith's relatives and the NAACP officials say they don't think the shooting was a racial issue. They say it was just police misconduct, plain and simple. A man was killed after being hit by an Amtrak train in Claymont Saturday night. State police say the man was walking along the tracks just after 11 o'clock when he was hit. No other details have been released. Soldiers from the Delaware Army National Guard are on patrol on the U.S.-Mexican border. Their mission, helping the U.S. Border Patrol stop illegal immigrants, drug traffickers, and terrorists in Operation Jumpstart. The soldiers are with the 160th Engineer Company of Middletown. They've been serving on the border for the past 6 months. The engineers from Delaware are placing permanent vehicular barriers along a stretch of border in Columbus, New Mexico. Your chance to give your 2 cents on the county's budget. WDEL News continues in a moment.
Oh,
Is everything okay, ma'am?
not really. I need to ride DART tomorrow to get to work, and I forgot to buy my DART card. I guess I'll have to find a ride.
Well, you certainly come to the right place. Didn't you know that Acme now sells DART cards and paratransit multi-trip cards?
Now, where?
They're available at our customer service desk.
Getting you there now starts at your 12 Delaware neighborhood Acme markets. DART and Acme have joined in partnership to be your one-stop shopping place for both groceries and DART cards. It's now easier and more convenient than ever to pick up your DART cards with Acme.
Running doesn't pay for a 19-year-old city man who's now facing drug charges. Wilmington police arrested Isaiah Duker after he ran from police who were on routine patrol on his street just after 10 o'clock Saturday morning. Police say Duker started running after seeing the cops. He allegedly tossed a plastic bag while on the run, which contained 84 packages of heroin valued at over $1,200. Duker is facing numerous drug charges and a count of resisting arrest. Well, you can learn more about your county tax dollars in a budget meeting tonight. Councilman George Smiley has set up a community meeting for you to get answers to your questions about the '08 budget for the upcoming fiscal year. That proposed budget includes a 17.5% property tax hike. The meeting is scheduled for 5:30 this evening at the Gilliam Building on Reed's Way. For the Flyers, it's all over. WDEL Sports and your Delaware AccuWeather forecast coming up.
As you look for your college experience, make sure you look at Wilmington College, your key to success.
I'm Peter MacArthur.
I'm Melanie Armstrong, and here are Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour.
The most complete coverage of the news that matters in Delaware every weekday morning, 5:30 to 9 on 1150 AM WDEL.
In WDEL Sports, the Phillies, who promised a fast start this year, have the same record as a year ago, losing for the 5th time in their first 6 games yesterday. The Phils stranded 14 base runners and a 6-4 loss to the Florida Marlins. Marlins pitchers walked 10 Phillies batters, but they couldn't capitalize on the free passes. Ryan Howard did pick up his first 2 RBIs of the season. The loss dropped the Phils to 1-5 on the year. They start a series at New York this afternoon. Cole Hamels goes for the Phillies against John Maine for the Mets. All the action on WDEL starting at 12:35. After an opening game win, the Blue Rocks have now dropped 3 in a row, losing to Myrtle Beach 2-1 yesterday in the final of their opening series. Right-hander Kyle Chris surrendered a leadoff solo home run in the bottom of the 9th to the Pelicans' Eric Campbell. The Blue Rocks offense has been slow in developing, scoring just 5 runs in the first 4 games of the season. The Rocks move on to Kinston tonight, where they open a series against the Indians. Well, the Flyers' offseason has begun. They hit into it with a winning note. Mike Knuble and Mike Richards scored third-period goals. as the Flyers came back to beat the Buffalo Sabres 4-3. The Flyers' win denied the Sabres a chance to finish with their highest point total in franchise history. For the Flyers, it was their worst season ever, 48 losses and just 56 points. And Andre Iguodala scored 25 points to lead the Sixers to a 109-104 overtime win over Atlanta. Samuel Dalembert added a double-double, scoring 16 points and grabbing 10 rebounds. The Sixers rallied from a 17-point third-quarter deficit to pull out the win. Your WDEL Delaware AccuWeather forecast: clouds and sun, breezy today, a high 49. Tonight, partly cloudy, low 26. And for tomorrow, partly sunny, the high reaching 52. Get news updates throughout the day. Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour on 11:50 a.m. WDEL, or anytime right here at WDEL.com, including news video from Delaware and around the world from WDEL and the Associated Press. I'm Chris Carl. Thanks for watching.